Hey everybody, my name's Taikoru, and holy cow, Arc is so back. There was a new update today, and Echoes 3 is out now. They also added 3 new potent artifact mods in that last row. When you pair them together, it's just an insanely strong combo. You get damage resist and chaining arc damage. Now in my previous video, I talked about some great weapons to pair with these mods, but now that we're hands-on, I can give you my best recommendations. So, auto rifles are the king. More specifically, arc auto rifles are the best go-to. And you do have many options, but the best one in my opinion now is Centrifuse. I'm going to go over it again here, and it's a very, very strong weapon. Let's check it out. The intrinsic trait is Overcharge Capacitor. Sprinting, sliding, and firing this weapon builds a temporary electrostatic charge, increasing range and reload speed. Final blows with a high charge cause explosions, and maximum charge explosions blind targets. You've also got the trait, Regenerative Motion. Sprinting gradually reloads this weapon. Finally, the catalyst. While amplified, this weapon gradually gains overcharge. Now, just by itself, this is a super strong weapon, but if we check out the Hunter's Journal here, it gets even crazier in this last row. Let's check it out. First of all, Overload Auto, of course, this is always going to be useful. We've got Sustained Fire. Continuously damaging combatants with an auto rifle grants you damage resistance. That's amazing, and combined with this build, you basically won't be able to die. You've got Targeting Autoloader. When you have an auto rifle equipped, defeating combatants reloads your equipped weapon and temporarily increases weapon range. Just even more stat bumps to the weapon, as well as free subsistence. And then lastly, the big one here, Shock and Awe. When you have an Arc or Prismatic subclass equipped, Arc Final Blows while you are amplified summon a burst of lightning that damages and jolts targets. Similar to Thunderlord, everybody, on any Arc weapon. Now, a few more mods you're going to want to grab here, of course, is Shield Crush, as well as Radiant Orbs. You're going to want that Radiant when you pick up an Orb of Power, something you'll be doing all the time. So let me go ahead on and switch some of these things around and throw on Radiant Orbs for this build. So, with just the weapon and the artifact, you get insane arc explosions and chain damage, as well as that great damage resist that we talked about earlier. So, how can we amplify this even more? Well, our exotic armor, Fallen Sunstar. The armor perk is Ionic Conductor. Ionic traces you create move faster and grant you additional ability energy. Nearby allies also gain ability energy when you collect an Ionic trace. Very, very strong, just even more ability energy, allowing us to spam those out, become amplified, and just reset the cooldown on our abilities. And when you throw in those artifact perks, it just takes this build to the next level. So, we've got an exotic weapon, an exotic armor, as well as crazy artifact mods. Let's go into the build. It's very, very simple. We've got Storm Trance, of course, Chain Lightning, as well as Storm Grenades. We're going all in on Arc. And very importantly, Feed the Void here to get Devour. Devour will give us chunks of health back on every kill, as well as grenade energy back. Pairing that health with that damage resist from the artifact mod, here it is. You basically are unstoppable. And of course, a go-to here on Prismatic, we'll be using Hellion in that last slot. Now, our fragments are going to be used to basically just get Transcendence as fast as possible, as well as amplify that Arc Grenade. We'll use Solitude, Hope, Sacrifice, Honor, as well as Dominance here. This will let our Arc Grenade jolt targets. A great option, and it's almost a go-to here when you're using a Storm Grenade. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's basically it. And this build loop is very, very simple. You're going to want to throw out a grenade, get amplified, and you're done. Grabbing an Orb of Power will give you Radiant, and you'll have Radiant, Devour, as well as being amplified throughout, honestly, the entire activity. One thing is, here on your gloves, throw on that Firepower to create your Orb of Power, as well as Font of Vigor to gain additional melee energy just in the background, only adding to how powerful this build is. And another great feature is, these weapons are truly up to you. If you have a different arc AR you like, or hint hint, a different arc weapon entirely that's pretty nasty, throw it on and try it out. I highly recommend it. This one is unbelievable. And check out some of this gameplay here. Let's go. This build is absolutely crazy, and that ability spam and chaining arc damage is very potent. Feel free, like I said, to try out other arc weapons with this build too, as it is pretty modular. It'll fit in what you need to maybe focus on some champions or fit any activity. And the main point are those mods in the last row. I'll mouse over them here again. Shock and Awe, Targeting Autoloader, as well as Sustained Fire. Those are the go-tos. Now, I've been hearing some murmurs about the new exotic mission and the exotic weapon from that being pretty nasty. So, if you want to see the coverage of that video on this channel, please subscribe and click that bell to know when those videos go live. I really appreciate all the support recently, and I've taken a quick break, but we are back. So, let's jump on the train, join that community, and all of those amazing subscribers so far. Thank you so much, and as always, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you around.